All right, I'm with Tommy Franklin of Virginia Motorsports Park, correct?
That's correct.
I've read a lot of stuff, but I want it straight out of your own words. What ignited you to say, oh yeah, I'll buy that. I'll keep that alive.
We don't know that part yet. No.
I mean, did that one get in trouble or that one get?
That's right. No, I think it's just passion for the sport. I've grown up. My parents got me into the sport. I raced with my dad, and then I started racing myself. So I've just been in the sport for a while. Virginia Motorsports Park has kind of always been my home track, and I've loved the facility. So just like everyone else in the area that didn't want to see it become a housing development or whatever it may be, I think that's kind of what pushed it to happening. Why I felt like that was me that needed to do that, I'm not sure, but no, it's I love racing. I love it. We do it as a family together, so that's just something that we enjoy together. There's a lot of memories that we've made doing it. So it was it's always been a great place. I love the place. I think it's a great venue. It's in a good location, so I think that it can grow, and the fact that we came in there and tried to revive it, and then the national event came on, that just kind of it solidifies that and makes it a little bit easier, so.
Okay, I'm turning this for just a second. Did you want to shoot him?
I asked him if he was crazy, but no, I mean, this is something that our whole family has a passion for, so I did have the second thoughts on it, but I said, whatever you want to do, I'll support you, and we'll do this as a family, so.
Okay.
I'm glad you recorded that. We got that
Yes.
now. No.
You now have the proof, right?
Thank you, Stan.
You're more than welcome. So the fact that Englishtown stepped away, it gives you this huge opportunity. How quickly did you jump into that situation?
Yep. I just explained it before. It's pretty quick. Dave Moan sent out an email basically saying, kind of to the division, telling everybody, hey, this is what's going to happen. And it was about 8:40 at night, and I immediately sent the email to Glenn, Peter, and Graham, throwing our hat in the ring and saying we're available if we can, get into the deal. So that's it probably didn't think twice. It was an immediate that, hey, this is what we want to do. I had asked initially what the chances were of that, and basically was told that we have a lot of solid places. Something would have to fall apart for that to happen, and I completely respect that, because that's the way the business should be, so it would have probably going to take something, somebody closing up or something happened to a facility for that to happen. So there's so much history with Englishtown. I know that there's so many people that don't like the fact that went away, and we don't like to see any part of drag racing go away like that. So it's unfortunate on that side, but we're probably one of the only fortunate people from that outcome.
Okay, so when the news breaks, who is the first driver or owner that calls you and is excited to
Actually, the first thing I got was Don Schumacher sent a text saying, anything I can do or my teams can do for you, please let us know. And that was really cool, So, it shows the community of the drag racing community, and that's what we love, I think, the most about it. We all go to work every day. We all do that. You all have everything. But, I think no matter what sport it is, the fact is you get to go away, spend your weekend with your friends and have that community together, and then go back to work and wait for the next date of doing it. So it was cool to see that, and I love the bond that it creates. And being on the inside of this, I see a lot of how everybody's here to help it. It's a sport that I feel like it's revived. It's growing back again. but it's an outdoor sport, and you know, it has challenges. It's
Yeah.
either too hot or too cold or too windy or too, you know, so those are the things that we work around, and this gives us the, you know, so it takes everybody to work together instead of working at each other. So.
Okay. You took a major step. In addition, once you got the race, you announced you were going to do that complete repave or reconcrete, if you will, is more appropriate to say. How tough of a decision was that?
It was actually, that was already in the works. So we had already made the plans to do the concrete. Just felt like the track had gotten some wear over time, and it had some water issues and things like that, seepage issues that we wanted to try to eliminate, and felt like from a business plan, that was the first thing that had to happen, because there was many events that we had to cancel or stop or whatever because of that. So that was kind of the first on the deal. We knew that was what we had to do going in. So this kind of just sweetens that deal and makes it a little bit easier to do it, but we had already made that plan. So that didn't change anything with that. And then, you know, we kind of had the plan to do the surface. We did all new Musco LED lighting. We're working on the tower, just refinishing the tower. We put a new roof on the tower, and, you know, a lot of paint and signs and everything from that side. So.
And a lot of electronics and everything, so the media can file great stories, right?
That's right. We actually, you know, we actually did address that. We have a 100 meg line being pulled in from Verizon that they're actually supposed to be there next week. So internet's been a challenge there.
Yeah.
You know, they always had just a standard, you know, line, but you know, with having fiber coming in now, that's gonna, I think, just make the experience even better. So.
Okay. Your youngest daughter's name?
Ashley.
Ashley, could you come up here, please, with your dad?
Gotta get used to the spotlight, man. Especially if you're a junior dragster driver.
I gotta get to where I can see you.
There we go.
Ashley, what do you think about what Dad and Mom's doing with this racetrack?
I think it's cool.
You do? What is it that excites you about the track? Do you race down the track?
Yeah,
What do you drive?
a junior dragster.
You do. And how fast does your junior dragster go?
75 miles an hour.
Wow. And you're how old?
11.
And you're already doing 75? Where's the state police? What do your friends think about the fact that you run a race car at 75 miles an hour?
They think it's cool.
They do? Does it encourage them to come out? No? So what is your job going to be on the weekend that the NHRA's top level comes to the racetrack?
You working water box, or what are you doing? No.
Well, thank you very, very much for your answers. I greatly appreciate it, and I wish you the best.
Sorry, we gotta wrap this up so
Yes.
they can get to their next thing.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I greatly appreciate it.